Hi, welcome to my weight loss journey again. It's Monday, the 2nd of July, and after a reasonably dreadful weekend of food and drink, I'm back on the programme again today. So had a great breakfast, filled up on that, and for lunch actually just had carrots and hummus, which again have just filled me up, and a good old diet fizzy drink just to top me off. One of the things I'm missing actually on the food is something sweet, so I really need to kind of focus on that a bit because I do need it, and I have got sweet stuff in the house, but it's the kids, and this is that danger zone thing again, isn't it, where it's just kind of sat there and you go like, oh, I'll just have a couple of bits and pieces out of their jar. So I've got to be really careful with that side of things. But so the weekend wasn't bad really. Got back on the exercise day. Yesterday I didn't get any exercise done because if you saw my little vlog from yesterday morning, I didn't kind of get up till nearly lunchtime, and we had another party to go to at 1 o'clock, so just didn't get time. It wasn't a late night when we got back, but I was totally knackered, having drunk so much on Saturday and not slept very well Saturday night because of that. But it's got to be done, you've got to enjoy yourself as well, haven't you? And I certainly did enjoy myself. So yesterday, food-wise and stuff, that was difficult yesterday because it was barbecue, which was fine. Made good choices with that, in the fact that I just had burgers and salad and stuff, so I didn't have any of the buns or anything, because I think I said yesterday on the vlog. And because I wasn't drinking, shock horror, they of course thought I was pregnant, but because I wasn't drinking, I kind of helped a lot with sort of organising the sort of table. So as soon as everybody had finished lunch and kind of the boys had got up and started playing table tennis and mucking around and stuff, and the girls were all sat round, there comes the danger zone for me, because the food's sat there in front of me, so I'm going to eat it. And that's just what I am and who I am. My parents, when I was little, used to say we send you to parties an hour after everybody else to give them a bit of a chance on the food, and then I just go in and clear up. Always have done. There's literally nothing I don't like. There's one thing that I'm allergic to, and that so I have to avoid that. But that's it. So it's difficult really, because if it's there, the temptation is just too much for me. And how I've got around it before is that I've always I like exercise, and I've always done a bit of exercise, but now I don't have the time for it. So I still eat the same amount of rubbish, but I don't work any of it off, or very little of it off, not enough of it off anyway, not enough for me to be comfortable. And I just keep going. I'm such a grazer, but I graze on all the wrong things, and right things as well, but probably just too much still of the wrong things. So anyway, so what I thought I'd do is I thought I'd clear up and stuff. So I took everything away, and then the desserts and stuff came out, and I didn't clear them up. So most of the afternoon I sat there pretending to myself that I was only having like really small quantities, which I was. It's like I was only having like a spoonful at a time, but I kept topping that up. So I just had to go and play with the kids in the end, because I thought, well, I can't clear it. It's not my house, and everybody else was kind of tucking into the puddings and stuff, and I just thought, if I sit there, that's it. I'm just gonna literally sit there until the lot's gone. And I left before the cheese course came out, because I have no willpower whatsoever, which is why this diet book's really good, because it kind of fulfills all that stuff. I think because it's kind of like high protein, and it has got some carbs in it. I should say that actually, because it's not like zero carbs. It's just cutting out all the major sort of stuff. So anyway, so I had to leave. I mean, we had to anyway, because the kids were really knackered, because they'd been up till midnight the night before, and it was a school night, blah, blah, blah. So I made my excuses and left, and I didn't have any alcohol. So, yeah, you can literally probably see that halo shining up there somewhere, can't you? So I got back on it anyway today, and that's fine, because that's what happens. And it's going to be a funny old week, because I'm in London tomorrow with a client, and we're going out for lunch. Wednesday, I'm out for a hotel for an afternoon tea with a client. Thursday, can't remember. Friday, I'm going and I've no idea how to get over this because I want to go and I will be going, but it's a fish and chip supper. Now, unless I had no chips and took all the batter off the fish, and this is what I have as well. My parents, when I was young, used to say it's really, really rude to leave any food at all. Now, because of my age, obviously we're talking about growing up in the 60s, early 70s, and they were parents that were kind of born during sort of wartime or shortly afterwards when all the rations and stuff was on. So to leave food was just, well, you couldn't, Not that you were force-fed it, you were just never allowed to leave the table until you'd eaten it. And I seem to have stuck with that my entire life, and to a certain degree I do it to my kids as well. So I have to be kind of mindful of that, although my kids have a healthier diet perhaps than I do now. By the way, when I was a kid it was quite a healthy diet, but that mindset of like, you can't leave the table until you've eaten everything is just stuck there. So that's what I do. So if I'm going around to somebody's house and they're buying me fish and chips for a supper, I can't leave stuff because it feels rude to me to do that. And I'm sure they wouldn't mind if I actually explained why. I mean, I'm sure they'd be perfectly fine with it, but I can't. I'm not nervous, just can't do it. It's just not in my makeup to do it. So I'm really wondering how I'm going to get around that. Because also, and this is not me just getting my excuses in, because also I'll be weighing on Saturday morning. So imagine how much I'm going to weigh on Saturday morning having had a fish, chip and champagne supper. I mean, more than probably what I did when I started. I don't know. So either I work so hard this week to counteract that, or somehow or other I just manage that Friday. So I'll let you know how that goes. But I'm not going to go. I'm not at the start of this journey. This was a real time, real life fitness weight thing, and so it'll be what it'll be. But I'm thinking if I can be just better through the week and make sure I always do the exercise element, that'll be fine. That'll get me through, no problem. So it'll be interesting to see what those scales say, won't it, on Saturday morning. So there we are. So it's Monday, fairly sort of standard day to day. Getting all the bits and pieces in. Tomorrow it'll get cranked up a bit when I'm out and about and running around, and I'll send you some photos and stuff. So back on it. So enjoy your day, everybody, and look forward to catching up later. Take care. Bye.